phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we close our boarding door, you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. So we'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly Delta. Welcome on board.
Do a test on our sound system also. Check 1, 2. All right, we're in Myrtle Beach. And you know what? The last thing you want to do is leave Myrtle Beach, but we are. All right. Let's get started. We'll make sure that we're on, it's changed on our flight plan. Brian, would you get our IFR clearance to Chicago?
I'll get our IFR clearance to Chicago.
I have the checklist, but we are not going to use it implicitly. I'm not going to go through every line. So we're going to put checklist off for now. We're also traffic globals at play. You're going to see, which by the way, I've narrowed down my selection to traffic global. Something else that's changed since today. Oh, by the way, I had a rough flight. This was a rough flight last night. I had a dual engine failure. That thing that never happens. And we ended up diverting and gosh, dropping our front nose gear. I mean, damaging our front nose gear at a Podunk airport, 200 miles outside of Chicago. It was ugly. And the good news is I did get both engines restarted, but autopilot, all the other features were no longer working. Yeah, you can get enslaved to those things. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get power in the cockpit. Something else I did since last night, I was using an OLED monitor. OLED monitor, it was a 27-inch OLED, new technology, two 240 hertz. And I don't know what to say. I was very disappointed. I think I was running at 2560 at I think it was 1028. Wait, but I was running it at the recommended setting, and it looked tight. It looked good, but it's a 27-inch. It was an affordable OLED, and in turn, I was very disappointed because you're not gonna. It's not gonna look how it is. Okay, I'm gonna make a confession. I'm a little bit older than a lot of anybody that probably gets on here, and maybe I'm not. I don't know. But it just didn't do it for me. I would say this, it looked incredible, but I did not see that being able to see in the nooks and crannies because it was more bright kind of thing that people talk about. And so I would put it in the category of great monitor, but let's wait till the technology comes down in price a little bit, which it is. I think I understand it already is. But I wasn't. It was an Alienware OLED. It's the primary one that you'll find that's affordable at Best Buy. They run about $350. But I do not recommend it if you need a bigger. If you just want it to be bigger, if you're out for the big size, don't recommend it. And I will go back later and compare the prices of them as they get larger, like the 32-inch, and as it increases in size. But I've gone back to my 32-inch, and I'm much more pleased. And quite frankly, I think it looks better. And if you see what you're seeing on your screen right now is more of a wide angle view, a wide screen, a larger screen view. I think it looks better. So back to 2560 and 1080, is what you're seeing. I don't know if there's another setting that I can use. I'll check on this. If some of y'all know something I don't know about OBS, you let me know. All right. Enough of that. Let's go ahead and start the APU. 1, 2, 3. Wait for the oil light. One, 2, 3. Let it come up. All right, as that's coming up, we're going to go back down to our tablet or FMS and load some things. Does it have an FM? Do I have an FMS? I think I do. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to tell it use GPS left or right, doesn't matter. Got it. Go to route. Flight plan request. I have done the deed and exported it. Load. Check our departure. I should be 36, and there is no departure. Going into Chicago, it's the active runway should be, this can change, ILS 9 left, and Gibbons is correct, and Veeks. Bont, is there anything? Bont's there, Veek, yeah, we're good. All right, with that loaded, I'm going to go here to legs. I know that's discontinuity. I'm not worried about that right now. Let's go to our fuel weight and balance, airside services. We're in the Zibo 737-800, the staple aircraft of X-Plane. And the reason that the gateway's moving is I think it does it automatically, and I had moved it back. I'll put it back. I have it set for a quicker load. I don't have it set for the real actual load, so it'll load quicker. This is a nice airport. This is Myrtle Beach. If you've never been to Myrtle Beach in Myrtle Beach, which is South Carolina. Nice airport. Wellington's airports are nice too. Okay. All right, let me get back to overhead for a minute. Our our APU should be ready. So I'm going to go ahead and hit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be taking off in just a few minutes. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure.
And I'm going to hit yaw damper. I have an MSD in front of me, so I'm turning the flight directors on, and I'm turning my auto throttle on. We're set up. No smoking sign is going to go down. Seatbelt sign, let's leave that in a down position. Our cruise altitude should be 36. Let's see, is it? I don't know that for a fact. It's 320 on this flight. There we go. Not really worried about landing right now. Everything else here is just steady. All right. Fuel's still loading. That's why I haven't done anything with those. All right, let's go back down here. Right, let's get rid of the discontinuities on our flight plan. Right here, it's got a brake to get to flow, and I'm looking at my Navigraph in front of me right now. I know, I'm sorry, I don't have it pulled up so you can see it. 111 runway at Myrtle Beach goes up and down, 36 and 18. So on our departure, it's going to take us all the way to flow. That's why it's fussing right here. So we just need to tell it, take us to flow. All right. There's a vector there. I'm going to leave that in there for now. It's fine.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Good. We're going to turn fuel pumps on.
Flight attendants, prepare your doors for departure, please. Cross-check and all call.
We've got a little fuel in the center pump in the center, but you know, so we'll use that up first. Center fuel always goes first. Next thing, we're going to put a couple of numbers in before we put the performance in. The reserves right now are 8,930 pounds of fuel. Our burn on this flight should be 10,525. The 10.5 here. Oh, my fault. Wrong place. Didn't mean to do that. That's the right line. Everything else is going to get filled in. So I'm going to load. Bam. Okay. So all the numbers look good there. Our gross weight currently is 136,508. It's got a center of gravity of 8%. CG 8%. Okay. Let me check that. In one limit. Everything's good there. I'm not going to change anything on this screen. Flaps. Here's where I'm going to go back to the Navigraph. Okay, flaps should be at 5. Our center of gravity right here. Let me get from over here. We're completely loaded, by the way. Center of gravity for takeoff is 26.6. Okay. All that looks good. Trim should be 4.5. We'll make a minor adjustment to trim here. Okay. And next page, our runway winds are from 269 at 9 knots. Our flex, our temp's going to be 5.4. I'm not putting in cutback for this because this is Myrtle Beach. But I will say this, Myrtle Beach Airport, the longest runway here is 9,500 feet. The runway is 9,500, and that's plenty of distance for us. So why don't let's go back and tell it. Let's do a cutback. So 135, 136, 142. Put 142 here. .3,000 altitude, 3,000 we'll put here. Our runway is 36, and we'll just leave that there. And LNAV's won't let me load LNAV yet, and that's okay. That's fine. So 135, 136, 142. All of our V speeds are loaded. And Brian's slacking on this part, so let's go ahead and get a clearance.
Beach ground, SkyWest 5591. We're ready to receive our IFR clearance. SkyWest 5591, cleared to O'Hare. Radar vectors FLO, then is filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.2, squawk 7134. And we had to change your departure runway to 18.
All right, they changed this to 18. Okay, that's all right. I don't care. Let's make some changes here. And Brian, read that back. All right, so what does that mean to us? 18. We're going to change this to 18.
Cleared to O'Hare, radar vectors FLO, then is filed. Climb and maintain 3000. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.2, squawk 7134, runway 18, SkyWest 5591.
Takeoff speeds were deleted,
5591, read back
but
correct.
it's going to be the same once we go back in there. It's all right. So N1, we're going to go back to takeoff again. And our V speeds there, did it delete this too? Or no, runway winds, all that cut back? No, it didn't. Okay. Or no, that part, but this part it did. Let's put that back. And once again, it's still 142. Nothing's changed. So we should be good then.
Ladies and gentlemen,
did
on
put
behalf
back
of
the,
SkyWest Airlines and the entire crew, my name is Astrid Hansen, and I would like to welcome you aboard Flight 5591A, departing from Myrtle Beach International Airport to Chicago O'Hare International Airport. We kindly ask you to take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, please do not hesitate to reach out to any member of our crew. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today.
Brian, let's go ahead and get our pushback and start clearance.
I'll request pushback and start clearance with ground.
Myrtle Beach ground, SkyWest 5591, requesting clearance for pushback and engine start.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
SkyWest 5591, push and start approved, tail northeast.
Gives me a different view. Let me see. Let me go back into captain's view now.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing. Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
All right. Hit the weather there and terrain on his. Put our map up a little bit there. The progress on his. And tow truck's coming. The bleed is now on, and I should have had it on earlier, but I didn't. The bleed gives us our pressure for engine start.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Okay. And where Spirit Airlines resides is in our hearts and minds in NX Plane 12. Okay, right there. I need to restart Spirit. I think that'd be a good idea. Start on passenger 2. Start a new airline, a new Spirit airline. It needs. Yeah, I think we need to do that. Zibo, you've done
Welcome
a
aboard,
wonderful job.
Captain. Toes connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go. Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
All right, we're pushing back. All right, we're going to go for engine 2 first. Here, let's go. Engine 2. The thing in the middle doesn't matter, just in case you ever wonder. Has no bearing on anything. It's just there for a reference, awareness. We're waiting for about 25 to pop up. Fuel insertion. Sounded nice. Don't leave the co-pilot out here. Right, we want to go for engine 1. Watching here. I'm so not used to being on the right side flying. I've never flown from the right side ever. Maybe once.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard SkyWest Airlines Flight 5591A, departing from Myrtle Beach International Airport to Chicago O'Hare International Airport. Our estimated flight time is 1 hour and 55 minutes. We kindly ask you to pay close attention to the following safety demonstration, which contains important information for your safety, even if you are a frequent flyer. Please fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle and pulling the strap to tighten. The seatbelt must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Return your seatbacks and tray tables to the upright position and open your window blinds for takeoff and landing. Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode, and larger devices should be securely stowed. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited anywhere on board, including the lavatories. Oxygen masks will drop automatically if needed. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Remember to secure
Just about
your own
done here.
mask
Go ahead and
before
set your parking brake.
assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat.
And we're
Put them on
disconnecting the
and
tow.
inflate
Give me just a
only
moment.
after leaving the aircraft. Floor level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit,
Robes
which
are on.
may be behind you. In case of evacuation, leave all personal
Isolation
belongings behind
valves,
and follow crew
auto
instructions
packs are
immediately.
on.
If any electronic device becomes hot or catches fire, please inform a crew member right away.
Engine buses are
The safety
active.
information card in your seat pocket
APU
contains
is
all details. Thank you for your attention,
Off.
and we wish
Taxi
you a
light
pleasant
is on.
flight.
Runway light is on. Strobe. And bleed is off. Let's see, does it want bleed on for takeoff? Bleed on. We're going to leave bleed on. And hydraulic pumps are on.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Ron, you can ask for taxi clearance.
I'll request taxi clearance from ground.
SkyWest 5591, ready to taxi. We have hotel.
SkyWest 5591, runway 18, taxi via Charlie 4 Alpha, Alpha 6.
I do have the taxi assistance on, and yes, it's cheating. Yes, I know that. I don't care. It's there's an old saying way back called "If you smoke 'em, got 'em. If you got 'em, smoke 'em." And we have taxi assistance. I remember when I first started flying in X-plane, and some of the just the things. I'm thinking back to some of the stupid things I did, and I still do sometimes. But it all when I do something, it always comes back to the same thing. I didn't follow the checklist. Always, 100%. So I didn't do something that I shouldn't have done. I rushed. That's a big one. I'll change that view. There we go. I like that better.
Cameras saved.
I'm using XCamera, and now Aura X is great. It's just I have not been using it as much because I think I want to see the second version come out, but I did pay for the first version. I did. I'm pulling. Do I feel it pulling? I got a strong pull to the left. I don't know why. I'm afraid to look outside and see what I did. So it's something I did. We'll look at it. If I just let it go, it will pull to the left.
Approaching runway 18.
Brake is on. Let's try the view I saved. That's better. Brian, let's do the takeoff briefing.
Sure, Steve. We'll be departing from runway 18. We'll be flying the filed departure with an initial climb clearance to 3,000. Transition altitude is 18,000. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile with radar vectors to FLO, climbing to flight level 320. Weather at departure shows no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climbing to 3,000 before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We have been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 7134, and departure frequency will be 119.2. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 144 knots, VR is 144 knots, V2 is 151 knots, flaps 5, DTO, flex 54 degrees C. We'll climb out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
I agree. Let's go ahead and get our takeoff clearance. We're ready.
I'll request takeoff clearance from tower.
Okay, so after comparing this to the OLED,
Runway 18, ready to depart.
this looks better. I feel more comfortable. I can see the dash just fine.
SkyWest 5591, Myrtle Beach Tower, runway 18, winds 260 at 11, gusting 17, fly runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
All right, we're lining up. I'm going to hit the N1 button. We're going front pressure on the yoke, and I'm expecting some pull. Yeah, I feel some pull. A lot of pull. I'm having to kind of give it a lot of left rudder now.
80 knots.
80 knots, yeah, thank you. A lot of runway left, so I like this.
E1 rotating.
Rotating.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Landing gear off. There's flaps 1 right now. Autopilot. VNAV. LNAV.
1000.
RTO off. Flaps retracted.
Skywest 5591, contact Myrtle Beach departure on 119.2.
Right.
1000 to go.
Brian, did we get any further clearance for climbing?
I'll contact Myrtle Beach departure for further climb clearance.
That's not what I asked, but it's okay. He's doing his job. Wait, slow down, slow down. Well, I must say, just enjoy the view for now. We're at 3,000, heading bug. I don't have an automatic heading bug, get spoiled. The Embraers, I just hit a button, it sinks. All right, we're walking as we should be. We're squawking, okay. Not much scenery out here, but then that's Myrtle Beach. That's the coming out of Myrtle. That's just flat. Flat sand and grass, sand and trees. Sand and trees. A lot of pine trees. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put this on 320. Our altitude. We are getting ready to be told to climb, but we should match it through the VNAV at 320. 320. Okay. Right, I'm going to take off where I had speed intervention, and I'm going to tell it level change. And VNAV. I always like in the shot from the passenger window, you got to have a little bit of window in it. I think I have a new favorite cool shot.
Thank you for your attention and enjoy the flight with SkyWest Airlines.
Right, we're above 10,000. Landing lights are coming up. Engines are to off, not continuous. And our seatbelt light is going to off. Cabin lighting will be set to cruise, white medium. And I don't have any messages that I can give them right now. Good. My one boo-boo on this flight is my QNH was not set to the correct setting for takeoff. The reason it didn't impact me as much is that we're climbing, we're not descending, so it's a little bit different. But nonetheless, it should have been set, and I'll get gigged for it. Right. It is way early right now. We're 624 miles from Chicago, but we can go ahead and check our settings. We're going to be coming in, if all it goes as planned and things can change, we'll be at full flaps at about 142 knots on approach. And 111.75 with a 093 right there. It's already set. Yeah. So 111.75 will be my that 111.75. will be our approach frequency for ILS capture. And yeah, I have it set way too early, but it's all right. And we're ready to hit standard altimeter. So 29902 is now the altimeter setting, and we've climbed above 18,000. Something I don't use as much. I used to use it because it was a novelty. Is this? Let's see if I can get it set the way I want it. And then you can do it like that, and you can have a heads-up display. Some may swear by it. It just, after a while, you get to where you don't use it as much, and then there are conditions where it probably would come in handy, and just don't use it that much. But there you have everything you need to continue to be in level flight. And you find it up here. If it's not enabled and you have a Zibo model, you have to go to your settings, and the variance displays. I think this is where you find it. If it's not here, it's this. How about here? Displays. Yeah, so it's been a long time since I messed with this. What systems? Hit. Oh. HUD for captain. That's it. Systems. HUD for captain. Yes. And if yes is on, it's there. Don't use the AV tab that much, because I use Navigraph, and the Navigraph's always in front of me. Just my preference. Everybody's got a preference. It's no different than being a Baptist church, which I'm a pastor. All right. We're already at 22,400. That's one thing I'll say about this model. It climbs like the Dickens and does so good. It's a really like it's been out forever. Millie, how long has the Boeing 737-800 been in existence? How old is it?
The Boeing 737-800 has been in service since 1998, so it's about 25 years old now. It's a versatile aircraft known for its efficiency and reliability. If you're interested in its performance characteristics or systems, let me know.
Talk about the performance characteristics of the Boeing 737-800.
The Boeing 737-800 has impressive performance characteristics. It typically has a maximum takeoff weight of around 174,200 pounds and can cruise at altitudes up to 1,000 feet. Its range is about 2,900 nautical miles, making it suitable for both short and medium-haul flights. The engines, usually CFM 567B, provide excellent thrust and fuel efficiency. Remember to monitor your weight and balance closely, especially on longer flights.
So, I'm an avid say intentions user. I say intentions, and in it, I always set my COM3 to Millie. I call her Millie, but who has my she's my mentor. She knows everything about the aircraft. She's the researcher, and then COM2 is usually set for the co-pilot. In this case here, pilot monitoring today is Brian, and there are other co-pilots with different personalities, and some get on my nerves, so I just use Brian a lot. I think eventually I'll set it to where it just like picks the one of the day, so I don't have any say in it, and just take the headaches. Some of them are just so corny, but they're funny. They can make a long flight shorter. On the same token, they can make a short flight longer. We're using XP Map Enhancement with Apple Map on it right now. Google just did an update on their map. I need to go back and see what it's like. If I didn't think I'd mess up my flight, I'd go change it now. Not sure if sometimes I'm a little nervous about doing things in flight. But I'll say this, X-Plane over the past 2 years has become very stable, very stable.
Airline shop will be available for you to browse. Thank you for choosing to fly with us, and we hope you enjoy your refreshments.
Great, we're at cruise altitude. I'll make an announcement.
Ladies and you keep your belts fastened, thank you.
Yeah, very concise.
Moving up Cape a little closer. Meanwhile, please sit back, relax, enjoy the trip with us.
Nice looking livery and a nice looking Zibo's done a bang up job with this. I love flying in this particular plane though. Even like when I go places like to Honduras or any like haul that's about that length, these are the most comfortable aircraft. Last time I flew on one, like a couple of times before, every time I'd go, we'd fly in business class because my person I was flying with had Parkinson's, and so we'd always have someone waiting at the gate for us when we arrived, and that was going back and forth to KMYR, Honduras, which is the Palmarola.
Radar contact, free west of Pageland Airport at flight level 320, Pageland altimeter 3002, turn left heading 300, direct bend B when able, then own navigation.
Anyway, he passed away.
Heading 300, direct bend B when able, then own navigation. Altimeter 3002, Skywest 5591.
A little over a year and a half ago he passed away. Kind of hard to believe it's been already that long. And he was my favorite. He was my captain when I was a police officer. For us to travel back and forth and do ministry in a place called Victoria, Yoro, Honduras. And so we would travel about 4 or 5 hours in a Tacoma pickup truck to get to our location. Anything but comfortable. But man, it was awesome. and I've been back once since, but that we always fly on 737-800. And the funny thing about flying on the 737-800.
591. Good morning, maintaining flight level 320.
1 second here. Yeah, and when we fly into KMYR, it has no ILS. It's an RNAV approach. And we're in a 737-800, and I don't know what was going on with the pilot the day that we, when we came in the last time, but we hit hard on that runway. I'm telling you, we smacked that runway, and I knew it was a younger pilot because RNAV is a visual approach, you know, and since there's no ILS and that, I don't know if they still don't have ILS. I don't think. It makes it like a more challenging the way you have to come in to land. And even before that, it used to be the Tegucigalpa airport, which they made it an international. It's not international anymore. And Tegucigalpa was like going in on a racetrack, the way that the pilot would have to navigate, to the point that every time we landed in Tegucigalpa, the entire plane would erupt in applause if we made it. All right, so we're at cruise altitude. Reset that flyby about, let's see, some of that. There it is, flyby 1, flyby 2. And we're flying at a time compression right now to cut down on some of the distance. We're at 529 miles outside of Chicago, so we're going to let that go for a bit. Everything is set right. Fuel, pumps, all where there should be. I'm going to go and take the bleed off because we're out of takeoff. Packs are on for comfort for the passengers. And I think we just ran out of fuel in the center pump. Yeah, so I'm going to turn off that center pump. And we're comfortable. Okay. Very comfortable flight so far. It's been good. We should have about 300 miles of 350 miles of just smooth flight and I've got it set for time compression, so 30 minutes, in about 30 minutes we'll I'll kill it, kill time compression, and we'll keep going. We should be coming in on 9 left. Our arrival should be the Beak 5 arrival with the transition of Bont with approach on 9 left. Transition should be Gibbons. Our approach speed will be should be 140 at full flaps. And in the event of a missed approach, we will follow the missed approach procedure that I have here. And let's look at that while we got a second. We got a minute. We're going to observe it. Open airport charts. Approach. 9 left. So in the event of a missed approach, we're going to climb to a 1100, then climbing left turn to 4,000, climbing to 4,000, and then it has us going to a direct. If it's a VOR, it's a OBK VOR hold, but we're to continue a climb to a hold at 4,000 until we're notified of what to do next. Our transition level is always 18,000 right now. Altimeter is in inches. And this is a full ILS approach. ILS is 111.75 and final approach is 093 at an elevation of 680 feet, which we will enter right here. You can go ahead and put it there. It does it in 50-foot increments, so we'll put it on 650. Pretty good. Well, 650, 680, I go up to 700. Right, so elevation set correctly, so that won't come back and bite us on approach. Or won't. If we did have it set wrong, it could misread on our altitude here, and that is unnerving if you don't want to do that. Once again, I did have an OLED monitor hooked up. I'm not an OLED fan now. I think I'm good. For the size, 27 inches is not enough. It's got to be larger.
Hi, Captain Good. Would you like anything to drink or a small snack?
Atlanta Center, Skywest 5591. Good morning at flight level 320.
Skywest 5591, Atlanta Center, good morning. SkyWest 5591, contact Indianapolis Center on 124.575.
Contacting Indianapolis Center on 124.575, SkyWest 5591. Indianapolis Center, SkyWest 5591. Good morning, maintaining flight level 320.
SkyWest 5591, Indianapolis Center, good morning. SkyWest 5591. Just a heads up that we had an aircraft report. Occasional light chop about 13 minutes ago at flight level 340.
Indianapolis Center, SkyWest 5591. Good morning and flight level 320.
SkyWest 5591, Indianapolis Center, good morning.
I'll stop by Harbor Freight. I have a few, but I probably don't have enough, and it's time to switch them all out. They don't cost that much. Yeah, we're talking about 9-volt batteries on it. I sped things back up again, just to get to about 160 feet out, 160 miles out for approach. We're done. Tough descent. It's 207 miles out. I disagree with that. Considering where I am 186 miles from the airport. And we're going to go ahead and put our altitude down to 3,000 here. Our elevation is correct there. VREF, we're going to add 6 to the VREF, so 143 knots is our approach. Auto brake needs to be set to 1. Ryan, why don't you do a approach briefing and with a descent and approach briefing together?
Sure, Steve. We'll be arriving at Chicago O'Hare on runway 9 left using the ILS approach. We'll be flying the VEEC-5 arrival. Transition level is 18,000 feet. After the star, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 9 left. Weather at arrival shows wind 040 at 8 knots. Visibility 10 miles. Few clouds at 1,200 feet, few at 6,500, and broken clouds at 5,000 feet. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published missed approach procedure. Squawk code remains 7134, and approach frequency will be 133.625. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 145 knots. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
Is that ice I see on our windshield?
It could be ice, especially if the temperature is near freezing. Make sure to check the de-icing system and monitor the situation closely. If conditions are right, we might need to activate the anti-ice systems.
Leading edges look good, so I don't think that's it, or it shouldn't be as bad. It should dissipate. So I'm not gonna leave the engine de-ice on. I ain't gonna leave the wing engine de-ice on just for the moment. Brian, let's get our descent clearance to begin our descent on the VEAK-5 arrival.
I'll request descent clearance for the VEAK-5 arrival from Chicago Center.
Chicago Center, SkyWest 5591, requesting clearance to descend for the VEAK-5 arrival.
SkyWest 5591, cleared VEAK-5 bond transition into O'Hare. When you're ready to begin your descent, descend and maintain flight level 250.
Cleared VEAK-5 bond transition into O'Hare. Descend and maintain flight level 250, SkyWest 5591.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to Chicago O'Hare International Airport. Please return to your seats, stow your tables, fasten your seat belts, and note that the use of the lavatories is no longer permitted. Thank you for your cooperation.
Not happy with the VNAV right now, but then it's got me. Something's not right on the descent. I'm not sure what it is, because usually it's something I programmed when it's messed up. Maybe it's that it's taking me. It's doing a much sharper descent. That's probably what it is. I do know that we're going to pass Chicago and come back, so maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Because if we were to go point to point to Chicago, it's only 66 miles away, but that's not what we're doing. We're actually going to be going past the airport, coming back. You start adding all that up, that's about another 30 miles past. Set up, come back 30 miles, transition in between. So we actually are probably 130 miles from the airport, 120, like from being at the runway. We're coming into the Chicago area. It's going to, and by the way, the KORD I think is a custom airport, custom scenery. It'll look good. Is that nice? Well, in any case, it's going to melt because I'm turning the wing ice off. Maybe it was there 320, but as we get closer to the ground, it's going to melt. Once again, I did review the Alienware 27-inch OLED monitor DM, and the only disappointing thing about it primarily it was too small. By the time you get it to 2560, you got everything set on it, it's too small. It's not workable. It's not. And so I went back to my LG wider screen that I bought at a pawn shop. That looks great. Like the view that you see is the view that I am seeing right now. I think maybe a hair more, less on the right side I see, but moreover you're seeing what I see.
Skywest 5590.
Chicago approach, Skywest 5591. Good morning, descending flight level 190.
Skywest 5591, Chicago approach. Good morning, expect the ILS runway 9er left approach into O'Hare. Advise you have information X-ray.
Expecting ILS runway 9er left approach into O'Hare, Skywest 5591.
Ocean for personnel and equipment at numerous sites on the field. Nighttime configuration in effect between the hours of 2200 and 0700 local. Advise on initial contact you have information X-ray. Chicago O'Hare International Airport, information X-ray. 1351 Zulu. Arriving runways 9er center, 10 center, 9er left, 10 right. Departing runways 10 left, 9er right. Wind 040 at 8. Visibility 10. View at 1200. View at 6500. Broken at 25000. Temperature 24, dew point 20.
Chicago Chicago approach, SkyWest 5591. Good morning, descending 16,000.
SkyWest 5591, Chicago approach. Good morning, O'Hare. Altimeter 3004 X-ray is current. Thanks for that.
Altimeter 3004, SkyWest 5591.
By the way, the Chicago area here, it looks really good. It doesn't, it's got a nice look to it. Chicago, city of Chicago ought to be out. Well, there's the airport. Right, got a left turn coming up here. Landing lights are up. Heading above. Do I need to reset that?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into Chicago. Please turn off all electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Kindly put your tray tables away and ensure your seats are in their full upright position with your seat belts fastened. The current weather in Chicago is 75 degrees Fahrenheit, with a few clouds at 1,200 feet and broken clouds at 25,000 feet. Our assigned gate is gate G8. Thank you for your cooperation as we prepare for landing.
SkyWest 5591, turn left heading 230, vectors for the ILS runway 9er left approach, speed above 200 knots.
Left heading 230, vectors for the ILS runway 9er left approach. Maintain speed above 200 knots. SkyWest 5591.
SkyWest 5591, turn left heading 155, descend and maintain 7,000.
Left heading 155, descend and maintain 7,000, SkyWest 5591.
Skywest 5591, immediately turn left heading 155.
Turning left heading 155, Skywest 5591.
Skywest 5591, turn right heading 080.
Right heading 080, Skywest 5591.
Thousand to go.
Skywest 5591, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend and maintain 3000, Skywest 5591.
Around 19 miles out. Usually I wait till we get inside the first ring here to drop the gear. we have captured the localizer, and we will have the glide scope captured, and as soon as we get to the 4,000 foot mark, the glide scope.
Skywest 5591, 8 miles from Zena. Maintain present heading. Descend and maintain 2,300 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS, runway 9er left approach, altimeter 3004.
Maintain present heading. Descend and maintain 2300 feet until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 9er left approach. Altimeter 3004, Skywest 5591.
Ground spoilers armed. And captured. Glide scope. Autopilot 2, command 2 is activated. Heading buck.
Skywest.
O'Hare Tower, Skywest 5591. Good morning, established on the ILS runway 9er left approach.
O'Hare Tower, runway 9er left, wind 040 at 8. Cleared to land, caution bird activity.
Runway 9er left, cleared to land. Skywest 5591.
All right, speeds may be maintained around 143 to 145 knots. Gear is down, 3 green. Confirm 3 green. Confirm 3 green.
Can you repeat that?
Just wanting you to confirm for me. Landing gear is down, 3 green.
Landing gear is confirmed down 3 green.
Elevation is set correctly, so shouldn't be any confusion there.
1,000.
Approaching runway 9 left.
High throttle.
Approaching runway 10 left. Caution, caution.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
80 knots.
Skywest 5591, contact ground on 124.125.
O'Hare ground, Skywest 5591. Good morning, cleared of runway, ready to taxi to the gate.
Skywest 5591, O'Hare ground, taxi to gate G8 via Mike 1, Mike Delta Tango Tango Alpha Foxtrot Echo. Good day.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chicago. Did you know that Chicago is home to the first skyscraper in the world?
Tango Tango Alpha
Thank you for
Foxtrot
flying
Echo.
with Skywest
Skywest
Airlines.
5591.
Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of your flight crew, thank you for flying with Skywest Airlines. The local time is 9:43 in the morning.
Approaching runway 27 center.
You go do Wheel of Fortune, you have to fly. You go be on Wheel of Fortune, you have to fly. And you get to see Hadley. All right, let's go do replay. We're going to
Camera saved.
Alright, we're going to replay. I'm going to put this on auto for a minute. So let's do this.
Approaching runway 27 center.
Right, we're going to pause it there. Let's go to the tower. Let's see if I can get it. Can I get a tower shot? I can. Yeah, I like this view. Yeah, I like that. Okay. That was good. Looks good.